You imagine a Red Lobster corporate meeting? They're like, dude, we got to have more people on the streets talking good. Talking good, dude.
They're just eardropping conversations like, oh, actually.
If anybody brings up Red Lobster, tell them it can't be fake because we show you the crabs.
Hey, y'all. Go see Tammy and Crystal live on tour for the Bahamas Cruise on March 22nd through 25th and get tickets and new merch at eatmytrash.com. And go see our pal Jeremiah Watkins live on tour in Palm Beach, Florida, Cleveland, Ohio, Nashville, Tennessee, Austin, Texas, West Bend, Wisconsin, Kansas City, Missouri, and more. And go see him in New York City this month with Dan Soder, Joe List, Corinne Fisher, Louis J. Gomez, and surprise guests for Stand Up on the Spot. Get tickets and new merch at jeremiahwatkins.com. Thanks, y'all.
It's time for Trailer Tales.
Hey, y'all, and welcome back to another episode of Trailer Tales. I'm Dave Gunther.
And I am Crystal.
I'm Tammy. And thank you guys for coming back another week to our regular podcast. We appreciate you guys.
Yeah, we've been having a lot of fun. We've been making a lot of friends, and we've been strengthening our friendship as this show has been going on.
We have, okay? And our investor has been very happy with how the podcast is going.
It's been growing like crazy.
Exactly. It has. And we knew it would. We knew it would, and we knew our loyal followers would really pick up and enjoy our podcast week after week. We knew that would happen.
Should we come up with like a name for them or something?
The podcast listeners?
Yeah. Well, I just now thought of that, but like, should we try to come up with like some kind of like for the group, like so we have like a.
I like that.
Right?
All the listeners. I like that.
So you mean like how Grateful Dead fans are called Deadheads?
Yeah. People who like Justin Bieber is called Beliebers.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
People that like Taylor Swift are called Swifties?
Swifties, exactly.
Yeah. They need a name.
Yeah.
Well, do we want to?
Maybe we should make a vote.
I was about to say, do we need to reminisce here and think of some stuff, or should we let them vote in the comments, or what? How do you want to do this?
I mean, this is unforeseen, uncharted territory.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it really is. We don't know what we're doing.
Maybe maybe we'll read some comments soon.
Okay.
Or you can email ideas, but comment below if y'all want. We're just figuring things out still. This podcast we're raising it like a newborn baby.
Exactly. I like that idea. Throw in some comments if you can think of something good that you want to be called, okay? And then we'll let it soak for a couple podcasts, couple episodes, and then we'll come back hard with, hey, here's our top 5.
Right.
Or our top 3, whatever, that we've come up, that y'all have come up with in the comments, and then we'll do a poll or something on Instagram or something like that.
Yeah, that sounds great.
Yeah, I like that idea.
And when you like this, obviously, and you comment and you subscribe, that helps us all out a lot, and it makes our investor very happy.
Yes, it does. Okay? And, we wouldn't be able to film if it weren't for our investor. He bought these mics. He bought the cameras, so.
All these ring lights.
You know what I mean? We got big ring light set up. He bought all that. So we really appreciate our investor.
Yeah, we're grateful I'm just grateful that this is happening.
Me too.
It's the most I get to see y'all.
Right.
Every week.
Right.
What a blessing.
Because sometimes we'd go, a couple months without seeing, and then you'd call me up, Tammy, can I borrow $10? I need a pack of cigarettes. I'd say, come over, shit, and that's the only time I'd really see you.
Mm-hmm.
Now I see you all the time.
I know, it's nice.
It's very nice.
Because we went on a stretch. Where I didn't get to see you for years. I didn't get to see Crystal for years.
Long time.
Yeah.
Long time. And now we see each other weekly, and it's nice. So thank you guys for supporting the podcast.
And will it always be like that? We don't know.
No, we don't know.
Will there come a time when we're separate again from you and we don't see you for years? We don't know.
Why are you being mysterious about this?
I'm not being I'm trying to be
realistic.
Set yourself up for the worst, but be surprised when it's the best.
Right.
Is how the saying goes.
Makes it feel like I got a hit out on me soon, and I'm not going to be seeing y'all soon.
No, you're thinking negative. You're automatically going to the negative, and you're thinking negative. Okay? Think positive. Okay? Think that it's not going to happen, but be prepared if it does, because that's life, brother.
That's life. It's life in the fast lane, as they
That's
say.
life. Ain't nobody out to get you. Okay? Like you always think. Somebody's out to get me. Somebody's out to get me. Ain't nobody out to get you. We're just being realistic here.
Okay. She said life in the fast lane.
I'm just saying, don't get too comfortable.
Life in the fast lane
surely makes me lose my mind.
Life in the fast lane.
Yeah.
Eagles.
Good one.
Thank you. Thank you.
And she was terminally pretty.
Yeah.
That's a good line. Do you know how pretty you have to be terminally pretty?
Mm-hmm.
That
it makes him sick.
Makes you sick, stage 4 sickness.
Right.
You know, that death is approaching.
Huh?
What?
You said terminal. When you say somebody's terminal, that means they're going to die.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you're the one, you said stage 4.
Yeah.
Well, stage 4 is usually the last one. If you're in stage 3, you might make it 4.
I'm
Sorry,
just saying,
you're a goner.
You're giving me some dark crystal energy.
Yeah.
Well, the moon is in recession today, so that's probably what it is.
She's
That's
all
probably
about
what it
the
is.
she's all about the what's it called?
Crystals and astronomy.
Astronomy and the
Have you been to astronomy for long years?
Many years.
Yeah.
So many years that I knew, oh, okay. Hey, heads up, everybody. The moon is in recession this week. Things are going to be funky for everybody.
Okay. Now, this is something we've never discussed on the podcast.
Mm-mm.
It's signs.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know the difference in signs, Will?
In what?
The signs.
Signs. Like
Science?
Leo.
The astronomical signs?
Oh, the signs. I do know the difference.
Okay.
What is your sign?
I'm a Leo.
And that's the lion.
Right.
Courageous, but also shy.
Yeah.
Works hard, but also can be lazy. Goes after his goals, but sometimes procrastinates.
Okay.
Those are your signs.
Okay. Do her.
Thinks he can please a woman but can't. That's
Okay.
Leo.
Is that under
Gets
the
a
description?
job and gets fired the next day.
Is that part of the...
No, that's real.
Okay.
That's very real.
Can you do... Is there any others that I should know about? Seems like you know some of them too.
Well, I'm also a Leo, but it's different for women.
Okay, then...
Crystal, you want to lay a couple on me?
For a female Leo, is beautiful, has a great set of tits, is very successful, bank account usually over $500, has many friends, has no enemies, does not have body odor, can keep a job, things like that.
And all those are right.
And what about the male Leo? Is there anything else that I should know about that?
I mean, I could go all day.
Yeah. There's
Male
thousands.
Leo.
There's thousands.
Has contacted many STIs.
Mm-hmm.
Has flat foot. And that's not just because I saw your flat foot. Traditionally, Leo males have a flat foot for whatever reason. There's zodiacal sign.
Right.
Their zodiac sign.
Right.
Predetermined. Had you been born 4 to 5 days later, you'd be in Taurus. Wouldn't have flat feet.
Right. It's weird how that works out.
And what about you? What's your sign?
I'm a Capricorn.
Okay.
Confident, strong, beautiful,
Artsy. Articulate.
kind,
Creative.
visceral,
Nice person.
nice person.
It says all of that when you look it up in your books.
Mm-hmm.
You can look it up in books or every day in the newspaper. They have the astronomies for each person. It's different for every day.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. And Crystal's been studying this. She's been studying realms and signs and stuff for decades. She knows. She can tell you anything.
Decades.
You've been studying realms?
Mm-hmm. She studies realms.
Always study realms.
She goes into different realms on occasion.
What do you mean you go into different realms on occasion?
You know, you ever taken mushrooms?
Yeah.
You go into another realm.
But you go there regularly to a different realm?
I go there regularly, but without the use of a mushroom.
Yeah.
Wait, how do you get there without the use of a
It's
mushroom?
called
then?
Astral Projection.
How do you do that?
You go like this.
Okay. She put her mic down
All right, she
for
put
all
it-
you audio listeners.
She put her hands down. She's feeling the chair that she's in.
Heads down.
Her eyes are completely closed. I'm starting to think that she's just taking a nap. and that she needed just a break from a second.
I have to do this first part first.
Okay.
All right. Oh God, she leaned up.
Okay. Her
Head's
neck
back.
flew back. Her nose is pointed towards the ceiling. She's starting to breathe heavily in and out.
Took a deep breath.
I'm in a different realm now.
She just said, I'm in a different realm now.
I'm in a different realm now.
Okay, her chin is on her titties right now.
You went to a different realm. That's what you said. I don't.
I have no recollection of what just happened.
Wow. And she's always done that. She's always been able to do that.
Now, what good is it when I go to realms and I don't know? I haven't figured that part out.
You could have been doing anything in there that we didn't know about.
Hold on. I don't want to be a naysayer, and I don't want to be like a conspiracy theorist.
Oh,
What?
Don't
What,
say-
Tammy?
Don't say I didn't go to a different realm.
oh, she's lying. She didn't go to a different realm. I don't know if I believe in it. You gonna say that bullshit? You was, wasn't you?
I'm sorry that I find it hard to believe a little bit when because this is what I saw. I'm in another realm.
Okay, now you're faking it.
Ask you this then. If it's so ridiculous, let me ask you this.
I went to another realm. That's what I just
Okay,
fucking saw.
But you just made it up. You just faked it.
How do I not know that she didn't make it up because
Let her talk.
Let me ask you this. Have you ever been to a different realm
I have.
without mushrooms?
Yeah. I
Well,
have.
how does it look for you? I bet it's real similar.
How does it look for me?
How does it look when you go to another realm?
Okay, I'll show you.
Oh God, this ain't the most made up shit I've ever seen. All right, he's walking around the room, freaking everybody out.
You copied that last part off of me. You copied the last part off of me.
What the hell just happened?
You saw me exit. Did you not see me exit my body?
You were still in this realm, but you were standing over there. You were in this realm,
Be
but
honest.
walked over there.
Be honest with us. Did you just fake that?
No. I got up. I went somewhere else.
You went right there.
I went over there.
But you went over. We saw you go over there.
Yeah, but my body stayed right here, right?
No, your body got up and walked over there.
I think you'll have to check the tape on that one.
Okay, we'll check the tape. We'll rewind it.
You definitely copied off that last part. though,
Yeah,
off
you
of
did
me.
that.
Because every time I come back from a realm, my breathing's different.
Yeah.
Because in the other realms, there's no oxygen.
Seen any horror movie ever? That's what everyone does when they visit another realm.
The only time I'm ever in another realm is when I'm jacking one off.
Mm-hmm. Same thing.
Okay, go ahead and do it.
You trying to get her demasculized?
You trying to get me demasculized right here on YouTube?
No,
'Cause
I
if
want you to do what I just did. Exit your body.
But I don't know how to do that. The only time I go in a different realm is when I'm jacking one off, masturbating. I'm not gonna do that in front of you.
Oh,
I know you're trying to
wait.
get me to do it.
Wait, sorry. Girls jack off?
I jack off, absolutely.
I didn't know that girls jack off.
What do you think we do?
Isn't jacking off like a wiener?
You can jack anything off.
Really? I've only heard it as a male term. I didn't know that girls jack off.
Because you've never heard a girl say it, so it's not a male term if I say it.
It's called misogyny is what
I'm-
you're doing.
Jacking one off.
So when you masturbate, you're saying you're jacking off.
I say jack one off, but yeah, jacking one off. Listen, when it comes to masturbation, you can call it anything you want.
As long as the job gets done?
As long as you're busting one out, you can call it anything. I'm jacking one off.
I'm just learning a lot today.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Jack one off, rub one out,
Heard that.
Pop two off.
Two off. Okay.
Because let's be honest here, guys. When a fetus is in the womb, starts off with a right?
Mm-hmm.
Everybody. Then it either turns into a penis, or it stays a clit.
Mm-hmm.
And then the lips
Grow.
The ovaries, if you're a man, drop down and become a nut.
It's
Nuts.
the same thing.
Women's ovaries stay up in here.
Mm-hmm. Did you not know that?
So you can say off because the clit and the penis is the same thing.
Just different sizes. You know what I mean? But if we're being scientific, it's the same thing. In a way. You know what I mean? You didn't know that?
No.
Wow. Okay.
I guess I should have read that book and book it all those years ago.
Well, and I was about to say, you dropped out before you got to that class because we took that junior year. You dropped out freshman year.
Yeah, I know.
So you missed that class. That's on you.
I missed the biology class.
Right.
Okay.
Right. I didn't. I was there, and I learned that. So.
Great student. She was a great student.
What you got there? You gonna pop open an email?
Yep.
You gonna jack off an email?
That's what you want to call it. Sure.
All right, you guys have been typing in. You've been getting on your emails and putting a subject header and emailing us. And we really appreciate all the emails we've been getting from you guys. And Dave's going to read one right now.
Okay. This one says that they're our biggest fans.
Thank you.
This from Morgan Krzyzanowski.
I was going to say Morgan Wallen.
Oh, Morgan Wallen. If you watch our podcast, thank you for the support. We love you. And Crystal really loves you. She'd love to jack one off on you.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And thank you for listening to our podcast. Morgan Walter. Go ahead.
This said, if you had estimate, what is your body count?
I'm just going to say flat out, I ain't killed nobody. I ain't killed one person.
She hadn't.
You guys killed people?
I've never killed anybody. So I guess it's 0.
Oh, I've never killed anybody. No.
Have you ever done anything with a woman? Will you?
You know what? I've dabbled.
That's 2 yeses for me.
I've dabbled here and there. I've, I've dabbled a little bit, but it's just, I just love wiener. And I don't want I don't want my, our private, not private investigator. What is it? Our private funder. Our private funder.
The hedge fund guy.
I don't want our hedge fund guy getting mad or anything. But I love
Mm-hmm.
And
Always have.
I always have. And so I've dabbled just to see, but it's not my thing. I just love wiener.
When's the last time y'all washed your panties?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I put on a new pair every day. Because there's lots of discharge and lots of, I pee my pants a lot.
Mm-hmm.
You do. You really do. I've been around you. You peed those blue shorts quite a few times. Us hanging out having a good time. I'll tell you that much.
Because if I laugh or something, it's just squirts
Just
out.
out.
I can't, yeah.
So in the bedroom.
Oh, I can squirt.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Are all these questions from the same person?
Yeah, they listed about 6, and I'm
Wow,
only going to
that's a
read a
lot.
couple because some of them even get crazier than that.
Wow.
Yeah.
What's crazier than asking us how many people we've killed?
Right.
What's our body count?
I mean, there's not much of a question bigger than that.
That's wild.
I mean, I will not admit live on TV that I've killed anyone.
No.
Because I haven't.
No, she hasn't. Absolutely not.
This one's a more innocent one.
Okay.
This is from Samantha Toledo. How do y'all get into your Chevy if you lock the keys inside?
Depends on what year it is.
Well, yeah, you're right about that. What year Chevy and what year we in?
Yeah, back in the day, they used to have a little bit less of a harsh system to get into the car.
Right.
So you used to be able to do the old coat hanger technique.
Right.
And that was something that there was a little bit of a lip between the door jamb and the door, and you could actually shove just a normal wire hanger into the crack and fish it down, and you could literally hit the unlock button with a hanger that you could bend from any closet, and you would have pretty good success with it. Now it's a little bit harder to break into
Which
cars.
I've done, by the way.
I
done
think we've
that.
all done it. Yeah.
You've done
Oh,
that.
yeah.
We've all done that.
Yeah.
Now you got to have a computer.
Right. You got to be an elite hacker to be able to do it.
Well, y'all heard about the keys that were being copied on, I think it was like Scions or something like that. You hear about that?
No. The hell?
They basically copied the same key. They found out from the manufacturer that the laser cut of the key was duplicated on a bunch of different cars from the manufacturer, and someone just went on a spree of unlocking cars and doing joyrides, wrecking them and leaving them around the country.
Wow.
That wasn't us, though.
No. That was not me.
You're saying that very accusingly. You kept saying, some people did this. It wasn't us. I don't even know what a Scion looks like.
So what, they would pick up the car from a neighborhood or from a
neighborhood, a parking lot, a driveway. They had a master key.
But why were they wrecking it and leaving it?
Just for fun.
You get hurt. That
Well,
doesn't sound like fun.
I mean, I think that they just wanted to destroy something.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
You ever see Fight Club?
Yeah.
I just felt like destroying something beautiful.
Okay. All right.
That's one of the best lines in that movie.
Okay.
And who said that? Brad Pitt or...
The other guy.
I promise you that was not what you thought it was. It was my stomach growling a little bit.
Okay.
I'm trying to clean up my act. I promise
Thank
y'all.
you. Hold in a fart.
Clean up your act and clean up your ass, too.
She got you.
She got me.
That
She
was a
got you.
joke.
She got me.
What were we saying before that?
So what would you do basically to get inside a Chevy? Sorry, we got kind of sidetracked with that,
So-
that story that
Sidetracked.
I said about the Scion
If
stuff.
it's a 92 or younger, you'd have to use the coat hanger method.
Which I could do in 30 seconds.
Anything above that, you're going to have to break a window
Yeah.
or call a tow truck or
yeah.
something.
You'd have to call a tow truck or break a window because you're not getting in and you got to be a hacker, computer guy.
Or you know what you could do, too? You can call the police and say, oh, no, I left my dog in the car. Please hurry, come. It's locked. And then they'll come and bring their police tools and unlock it. And they'll say, well, where's the dog?
Right.
Say, he must have gone to another realm because he's not in here.
That's a good one.
Just, when in doubt, say something's in a realm
Yeah.
because they can't prove or disprove it.
No, they can't.
Interesting you say that. Interesting that you say that after you claim to go to other realms, and then you say, when in doubt, realm it out.
Somebody's calling me on my little phone.
Did
here.
you get
I
Did you
can't-
get a new watch?
Somebody's calling her.
Yeah, just
You're not Buzz Lightyear. Don't put it up to your mouth and your and your ear and your eye.
Who was calling you?
I don't know.
Oh, was it? Did you just get another call from another realm?
It might have been.
Something that we need to debate. That's a big deal in our country right now. That I think is going to be the downfall of this country.
Okay.
Trailer Tales.
Faster is better, okay? Except when it comes to sex, all right? Are you struggling in the bedroom like our friend Dave? Okay?
Why are you saying me?
Well, just saying, okay? Just saying. It's time to check out Joy Mode, okay?
Their sexual performance booster is an all-natural science-backed supplement to give your Johnson all the tools it needs. And nothing it doesn't, if you know what I'm saying, ladies.
Exactly. Crystal, what are the benefits?
Well, Joy Mode supports blood vessel health, cardiovascular health, and heart health.
Exactly. Blood pressures, okay? And listen, all you gotta do is mix up 6 to 8 ounces of water and drink it up to 45 minutes before sexual activities.
And this stuff is real good. It tastes great. You stir it in. You're ready in mere moments to start performing.
Yeah, and can I just say something? The nut is more powerful. I've experienced.
Huge nuts.
Yes.
Huge.
Big, strong nuts.
So when it comes to your sexual health, that you don't want to cut corners, and you don't want to you want to make sure that you don't want to get something from the gas station.
No.
You don't want something from some outhouse or back house or bathhouse, all right? So go to usejoymode.com and get 20% off with code TRAILER at checkout. All right? That's joymode.com. Use code TRAILER. That's 20% off and free shipping with the code TRAILER at joymode.com.
And that's a pretty good discount for a good nut. You can't go wrong.
Thoughts, Crystal?
I'm just going to say, the positive outweighs the negative because, you're paying a little bit for Joy Mode. You get invaluable nuts. That's what I'm saying.
Exactly.
Joy Mode.
Happy nutting.
Give it to us.
And that's self-checkout at grocery stores.
Mm-hmm.
And us having to bag our own groceries.
Okay.
Are y'all for this or y'all against it?
Listen, we pay enough in groceries. You go get 2 bags of groceries, it's $100 damn. Okay, it used to be $15 for 2 bags, $20 maybe. It's $100 damn for 2 bags, and by golly, I want someone there sacking my shit.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have to go up and pay $12 for a gallon of milk, and then bag it myself. Okay, now if they're shorthanded, I will do it. But listen up, Kroger CEO. Get more people in there. Have more people on the line. Especially around the holidays. Okay, holidays. Easter. 4th of July.
Christmas. Thanksgiving.
Have more people on those lines.
We don't care if there's an employment problem or an employee shortage. Figure it out.
Yeah, that's your job. That's not my job. That's your job. So no, I now listen, I'm not going to sit there if I've got a bunch of groceries and I go through and the checkout guy's really nice, I'm not going to sit there and not bag my own shit. Okay, I'm going to make myself useful, but deep down inside I'm going to be pissed I have to do it.
Hire another 15-year-old. That's what they're for.
Right.
Bagging.
Right.
The only time I'm bagging my own stuff is when you see me wearing a shirt that says Kroger, Miss Crystal.
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise, somebody's bagging it and checking it out.
Do you still work at Kroger?
I don't work at Kroger.
You used to, though.
That was a long time.
That was a long time ago, and that was only for about 2 weeks.
Okay, well, sorry to bring up a sore subject.
That was in 94?
And people wasn't supposed to know about that.
No.
Well, I'm sorry to detox you.
Now people are going to look on the internet. Miss Crystal, Kroger, 1989, theft. And they're going to know.
Wait, I don't know if I know the story about this.
Oh boy, buckle up. Tell them, Crystal. Don't be ashamed.
When she was younger, of course, her mama wasn't taking care of her. Wasn't feeding her right. Was feeding her maybe a minimum of twice a day.
Being fed correctly.
And she was feeding her fruits and vegetables, hearty soups, all this other stuff.
I was hungry.
She wanted mac and cheese. Okay?
Cereals.
She wanted cereals. She wanted popsicles.
Little pan pizzas. Little frozen pizzas.
And me, I wasn't working full time because I'm taking care of the girls because their mama wasn't. So I pick up a part-time job at Kroger. Why are you doing that already?
I'm taking a drink.
You had a look on your face. You went like this.
Like he didn't believe me.
Well, let me hear the rest of the story, and then I'll figure out if I believe you.
Okay. Well, look up court records, but go ahead.
So I start working at the Kroger down on 15th Street. Didn't mean to say Krogy.
Pretty convenient.
Anyway, I was working there maybe 2-3 days. And every day I come home, little Tammy would say, Crystal, did you bring home some mac and cheese? Crystal, did you bring home a Cornish hen? Crystal. And I hadn't, because I hadn't had my first paycheck yet.
How old was she? And she was asking for a Cornish hen?
Oh, she's about 8. Loved any kind of frozen meat product.
Okay.
A turkey, a ham. As long as it was frozen and wrapped in that weird
Foil.
Yeah, the foil, and she'd just lick the foil. So I started taking a big bag to work, and I'd say, "Oh, I feel like I'm gonna shit myself," and I'd be at the register. So I'd take the big bag and start going around and putting things in the bag, and I'd store it in the bathroom stall, and I'd make a sign that says "Do not enter, broken," and I'd start stashing it in there. Well, some idiot who couldn't read came in the bathroom stall that said, "Do not enter, broken," and goes in there and finds all the stuff in my bag. And how'd they know it was my bag? Because it said Crystal on the side.
Management called the cops.
They called a cop on a woman trying to feed a child. Now, I could understand if I was in there buying laundry detergent and all that, or stealing laundry detergent and all that stuff and selling it on the street. I wasn't. I was getting food for a child.
Right. And I needed it. At the time, I was only about 160.
And I went to court and had to, in front of a jury of my peers, try to prove that I'm stealing for a child. And I had her in here on the stand saying, I'm hungry, Miss Crystal's trying to feed me. And nobody cared. Nobody cares about poor people. And they said, well, why didn't you pull yourself up your bootstraps and, do all this and that? I said I did. That's why I was in that restroom stealing that food.
So she had to do 30 days in county. And I had no one to take me to school. No one to cook me dinner. And so I was roaming the streets. I had somewhere to sleep. I was at the house. But during the day, I was an 8-year-old roaming the town. Okay, just doing as I pleased. And I'd go up to the county jail, and they had like this fence outside, and they had these little, and I knew where they kept the inmates, and they had these little windows. They were only about maybe that tall, that
Small.
wide, real small.
Really small.
And I'd go up there, and I'd walk up and down. I'd go, Crystal, and then I'd see a little hand. She's waving at me.
I could barely get out of my chair the whole time I was there, devastated.
How do you know it's her hand?
Well, because I assumed it was, and then afterwards I confirmed.
She'd say, was that your hand waving? I said, I'd pretend, I was touching her on the other side. I'd go like
I
this.
do this too. I'd go.
Did you ever try to astral project out of the prison?
At that time, I was not proficient in it.
Oh.
I tried, but I didn't go to other realms like I do now. But just so you know, the American judicial system locked up a woman who was trying to feed a child. So the next time you get a Ted Bundy and all these people up here and you want to glamorize them and make Netflix specials about all these serial killers that are killing people just for fun, put me on a Netflix special, feed a child.
Put her in a documentary.
And let me be a hero. You got Ted Bundy who murdered people as a hero, and he's so hot, I want to send him letters in the mail and all this stuff. Send me a letter that says, thanks for taking care of somebody who's not even your child.
Send her a letter.
She's not my child.
You didn't have to take care of me, but you did. And I appreciate you.
And I'm not trying to brag, but you're the one that brought up, I thought you worked at Kroger, Crystal. Well, guess what? Now everybody knows. I'm not yelling at you. I'm yelling at the judicial system.
Everybody knows why she got fired now. Because of me.
Because of Tammy.
I promise that even if we find out our friends committed a felony and stole food and got fired from Kroger, I will not judge and I will only love. Kroger on 3. 1, 2, 3. Kroger.
It actually felt good to get that off my chest
Yeah.
for years.
Well, you've been holding that in.
For years, I held that in. Thanks for pointing to my microphone. I think if we could have that hedge fund guy get me a headset.
Yeah, we're gonna get Crystal a headset.
I can't remember hold this mic up half the time.
Yeah.
You know what? I think we can make that happen. I think we can get you a headset.
I think we could just send a quick text to our private hedge fund guy.
I think that he would probably supply something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think he would.
Well, you tell him say it's for a disabled person,
yeah.
and if he don't do it, I'll send him.
Then it's racist.
And before I see the comment saying, Crystal, don't say you're disabled when you're not. That's not cool. That's not blah blah. She's got a disabled sticker from a doctor. Okay? So don't sit there and tell her she's not. She is.
So I don't like bagging my own groceries either. I'm really not a fan of it. I think that it's one of those things that when you go to the store as a patron, that it's important to know where the boundary is and where the lines are of being the consumer and being the person that actually works at the store. Another thing that made me real peeved the other day, I went to a McDonald's, okay? I tried to order from a counter where a human was at. They looked at me and goes, sorry, you have to order from the kiosk over there. And I go, excuse me, I'm talking to you right now. Can I order my burger here? She said, no, use the touchscreen, sir, please, over there. And I said, I'm already talking to you. Why don't you go punch it in the system over there? She goes, sir, by the time that we've spent talking right now, you could have ordered on the touchscreen over there. And I said, maybe I don't know how to use it, okay? And she looked at me and said, did you graduate high school? And I said, no. And then she said, well, I feel sorry for you. And then I looked back at her and I said, thank you, but please, I'm asking you for help now. I just want a burger. And she looked at me and said, I'm sorry, sir. There's been a line that's formed, and now you have to go to the back of the line. And I said, but I was here before that. You saw me. And she goes, I don't want to upset the other customers. And then I looked at her and said, I think if you could level with me a little bit and you could order for me, I would really appreciate it right now. And then she looked back at me and said that she was astral projecting into another realm and she could no longer help me.
Dang.
Wow. How'd that make you feel?
A little helpless. Because all I wanted was a burger.
Right.
One hamburger.
I'd rather get in my car and go through the drive-thru than order at a kiosk.
That's how I feel. And if I had a car right now, I would have done that.
You would have done that if you had a car.
If I had a car right now, I would have done that.
Right.
And you could have said, listen, lady, kiosk are for malls,
Yeah.
not McDonald's.
And here's the thing. These corporation companies are, you're right, there needs to be a better line between the consumer and the company. Because you go in there, they want you to damn work. I'm not there to work. I'm there to buy groceries. I'm not there to work. I'm there to get a burger. I mean, they wouldn't do this to you at you go to a rock concert. They're not going to make you get up on stage and sing. If you buy a ticket.
They're going to make you drum?
I mean, think about that.
We got an email back from somebody that we might have asked them if they're a black guy or a white guy.
Yes, I remember.
Because they put a bad word in their caption.
They emailed back something suspicious.
Okay.
If you don't remember from last episode, a guy by the name of Mike Loads asked a question that said, what does your sheet smell like? Sent from my T-Mobile 5G hard pipe hitting N-words, but the N-words was censored.
But you could tell it was the N-word.
You could tell it was the N-word.
It was censored.
It had the stars on it.
Yeah.
And then I just emailed back, are you a black guy or a white guy? We're all curious.
We're curious because, if you're a white guy, don't be saying that.
Don't be saying that. If you're a black guy, thank you for watching.
Yeah.
All he says back is, how about those Chiefs?
Very suspicious.
But then he changed the signature at the bottom an email that said, sent from my T-Mobile 5G Mormon.
So he's a Mormon.
He's a Mormon.
Wow.
So he's gaslighting us, trying to make us think that we didn't see that first email.
Yeah.
And that's just like a Mormon. They will get you, and it's called entrapment.
Yeah.
And the best thing to do in this situation, I've learned, is block and delete.
Yeah,
And
just
do
block
not
and delete.
engage. He's trying to, how about those Chiefs? He wants to start talking about Taylor Swift and are they getting married and the Travis Chelcie and all this, that, and the other thing. When he's distracted from the fact that he put a bad word in that first
And you
email.
know who also doesn't like to bag groceries?
Taylor
or
Swift?
bag things in general?
Who?
You know who also doesn't like to bag things?
Who?
Mormons. They soak.
Yes.
They put their wieners in and then just let it steep in there.
Yep.
You're right.
I've heard about this.
Yeah.
I've heard about this.
Yeah.
Have y'all heard about this?
Yeah.
Everybody listening?
That's the thing. That's the thing that happens.
So apparently you're not supposed to have sex, out of wedlock when you're married or
It's out of wedlock.
yeah,
That's
out of
right.
wedlock. And so everybody's horny, everybody's horny. Married or not, you're horny, And so they think, oh, we can't have sex because I'm not, I don't want to. I want to get into heaven. So they make up these rules out of thin air that thinks that it's a little segue around skipping the rules. So instead of sticking their wiener in and doing the hump like a normal way to bone, they stick the wiener in and they just let it sit there.
Yeah. If it's not friction, it's not a sin.
Right. But then they have a bed jumper.
Mm-hmm.
So they get one of their friends to jump on the bed and make the friction for them. Well, guess what? That's fucking, brother. You're just doing it in a weird way. Do it regular.
What do you think's going to upset God more? The fact that you're trying to loophole one of his rules, or the fact that you're fucking? I think it's that you're trying to trick the Lord.
You're trying to gaslight God.
Women have 3 holes. Mormon women have 4 holes. And the 4th one is a loophole.
Right.
Wow, that is profound.
And you're not wrong. I've never heard truer words spoken. Loophole. Oh, baby, which hole you want to put it in? You want to put it in my front hole, my back hole, my mouth hole, or my loophole?
That goes for Catholic girls, too. I'm putting it out there.
Mm-hmm.
It's suspiciously close to poop hole, though. Can we admit loophole,
Yeah,
poop hole?
poop hole. Yeah, I can see that.
What if somebody says, go for the loophole, and then they stick it in your rear?
I feel like someone else is astral projecting inside of you right now. That doesn't even sound like something that Crystal would say.
Oh, I've heard her say that 1,000,000 times. She's all about holes.
It's a great Shia LaBeouf film.
Okay. Never saw that one. But I agree with you. You're a big movie guy.
I love movies.
I know.
God loves them.
Loves quoting them, loves talking about them. Big movie guy.
Big movie guy.
Yeah. Big time.
Yeah.
Have you seen that new movie everybody's talking about? What's that lady who was in Pretty Woman?
Julia Roberts.
You seen that? Yes. You seen that new movie she's in?
What?
Everybody's talking about it on Netflix. Talking about how everybody's mad because it had an abrupt ending or something. I liked it.
You know what? People get upset at abrupt endings, especially because we're just ending right now.
Oh. You got me with
Yep.
that one. Great little segue.
Thank you. I've been working on them.
That
I've
was
been
great.
studying on YouTube tutorials and stuff like that.
How to segue
How
in
to
and out.
segue in and out.
You're doing good.
Yeah, thank you.
You're doing good. Well, hey, I had another wonderful week.
I did too. And we can feel the love from y'all every week that pours in on this podcast. And we like this community. Whatever we're going to call y'all, we don't know yet. Whatever you want to be called yourselves for this group of fun, loving individuals that keep tuning in. So we'll figure it out. But we'll see you next week on Trailer Tales.
Yes, we will. Bye, y'all.
Bye-bye.
Love yous.